You'll read the big black headlines about Norma Desmond and this Hollywood scandal. But you'll never read the true story about the rest of us who were part of it. Me, for instance.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Bomb Squad Unboxing. I got this package in the mail. I don't know who it's from. The return address says Ted K. I don't know who that is.
Bro, the way you use scissors is nuts.
What's in the box? Let's find out.
What's in the box?
Oh, whoa. Well, would you look at that?
Oh, shit!
It's the 75th anniversary edition of the Sunset Boulevard on 4K, baby, because that's the movie we're talking about!
It's got merch!
That's right. We are talking about one of my favorite movies ever made today, Sunset Boulevard. I'm your host and master of ceremony, Tanner Richard Kraft, and with me I have...
Hello, I'm Cody Swanson. Of course I'm going to be here.
That's right, it's an old movie. Why wouldn't you be? You've seen every movie made before 1957.
True, every single one.
Yep, and the only ones after 1957 have King Kong in them. And we're also joined by...
Hi, I'm Austin Zwiebelman, and tonight we have some really special guests. Howard Hawks, Ernst Lubisch, F.W. Murnau, D.W. Griffith, and a surprise cameo by Veselvad Podofkin.
D.W. Griffith, that's Cody's favorite director.
It's true.
Yeah. Cody, do you know who D.W. Griffith is?
Other than the fact that he's my favorite director, no.
Cody, he directed Birth of a Nation.
I thought he was the guy who did
No!
Rescue from the Eagle's Nest.
I've been had again! No!
What was that about illegals? What the fuck did you just say, Austin?
I thought he was the guy who did Rescued from the Eagle's Nest. That was his big film.
His big film is the Lincoln biopic. Thank you.
One with Daniel Day-Lewis?
No, D.W. Griffith actually made an Abraham Lincoln movie.
Ah, nice.
I think it was called Abraham Lincoln.
That rocks.
Vampire Hunter. But before we get into our thoughts on Sunset Boulevard, we've all seen Sunset Boulevard, obviously. We're all big fans of Sunset Boulevard, I think.
Yeah.
We all know it's a movie about a person that's maybe a little delusional or slightly out of touch with their circumstances. So that's why for our warm-up question today, I ask you the question, what's your favorite movie about a person who is delusional or out of touch with their circumstances? Austin, we'll start with you.
See, I could have given, like, so many normal, cool answers if I had stuck with the delusional characters part of the question. I could have talked about Heathers, or Dog Day Afternoon, or Toy Story, but I am leaning heavily on the second option here, where a character is out of touch with their circumstances. And as Sunset Boulevard was so poignant in the 50s, at a time when Hollywood studios leaned all the way in on youth and star power, now is a really good time to bring this up. That's right, Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut. This movie follows a guy who's down bad after his wife confides in him that she had a horny dream while they're getting blazed. Afterward, in a bricked-up stupor, he wanders out into New York City at night, a land of many degenerate pimps, all in increasingly convincing disguises. Eventually, this guy ends up at an exclusive, invite-only Diddy party. And mind you, this guy is Tom Cruise, so he thinks he's the main character. Eventually, the party hosts find out that this regular-ass dude has wandered upon the secret, above all secrets for rich people, and they're like, okay, buddy, time to get ritualistically murdered. But then some lady who he helped out earlier in the night at a normal fucking party, steps forward and offers to take his place. And the rich people are all like, fine, as long as we get to kill somebody after the orgy. And then they let Tom Cruise go on the one condition that he shuts the fuck up forever about what just happened. Then for the rest of the movie, he's like, wait a second, I should retrace my steps and figure out, like, some additional details about whatever the fuck that was. He thinks this is like a normal movie plot where, like, the good guy saves the day, but as we've all had to learn since August 10th, 2019, this is the one secret you apparently never fully uncover. At every corner, it's just some new rich guy vaguely threatening to kill you. You do not make progress, you do not unmask the party guests, and in spite of this, he comes out unscathed and gets to go Christmas shopping with his family, which is truly insane luck, compared to the 20 potential witnesses who died during the Detroit investigation around the same time in the 90s. But yeah, that's my pick. A movie where the Mission Impossible guy embarks on the most impossible mission of them all, taking down rich people doing evil sex stuff. Big time mastermind. Stanley Kubrick knew even Ethan Hunt couldn't pull that one off. Very unaware of his circumstances. Back to you, Tanner.
So I'm looking up things that happened August 10th, 2019. I can only assume you're talking about the car bomb that went off in Benghazi.
Oh yeah, totally. That is what I'm talking about.
Oh, Jeffrey Epstein died that day. The financier?
The guy who likes to host parties for scientists?
Yeah. Yeah, good. Now I understand why you were very particular that I kept in the out of touch with their circumstances phrasing. That's a very clever answer. Cody, what's your favorite movie about a person who's delusional, slightly delusional, or out of touch with their circumstances?
Oh, sorry, I was just...
Cody was not ready.
I was not ready. Also, 3 weeks after August 10th is when Pepsi Man Adventures came out. I just wanted to bring that up.
And is that your favorite movie about a delusional person?
You know what? I think I'm gonna make that my answer now. Because if you really think about it, our main lead who becomes Pepsi Man is his brain is warped by the chemicals in the vat. Therefore, he doesn't know what's going on. The movie is actually a psychological analysis on what soda does to your brain. You don't know what's real, what's not.
Pick a different movie.
Truman Show. Does that count?
Woo!
Nice.
I like Truman Show. I liked it so much that I've already talked about it on this show. Like, 2-3 years ago?
Before you were a member of the team.
Before I was a member of the team. And you know what? I love it just as much now as I do then. It's a very clever movie with a very clever script. Sorry. I lost focus. I love Truman Show. That's my answer.
Good answer. All right. As you guys know, my favorite thing to do when I come up with the fucking question is go, damn, I don't know how to answer this question. So I got an IMDb advanced search here. Keyword delusional pulled up. Let's talk about some of these movies. Number 1, Shutter Island. I just spoiled Shutter Island.
Damn it!
Number 3, Vanilla Sky. Sure. Number 5, Joker. Number 6 is the movie that might be my answer if it wasn't for the fact that I feel like saying this answer feels offensive. A Beautiful Mind.
Did you just spoil A Beautiful Mind? Is that?
Yeah, sorry. The schizophrenic asshole movie is about a schizophrenic guy. My bad. Sorry to spoil this for you. Number 11, The Zone of Interest.
Wait.
Austin's favorite movie of 2023.
Wait, does that fit the... I guess it does.
Not at all. Number 13, Billy Madison. Not what that movie's about. Number 18, Signs. Not what that movie's about. There are actual aliens in that movie. Number 19, Perfect Blue. That feels sexist somehow. 22, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Might fit. Number 23, Event Horizon. Once again, not what that movie's about. They actually visit hell.
When's Shang-Chi?
Number 26, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah!
I'm kidding, it's They Live. Once again, not what that movie is about.
That's the opposite of delusion.
Half of these movies are about a guy that's correct. Number 27, Silver Linings Playbook. Seems a bit harsh to people with bipolar disorder.
That guy was
Number 30,
correct.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. I will maybe give you that one. Number 31, this one's especially incorrect. The Prince of Egypt. That feels blasphemous.
Oh dear. oh dear.
The fuck you on about?
That is the most Reddit answer to the question, though. It's just like Passion of the Christ. Just walk in, drop that shit.
Just
like we're
absolute
14.
fuck off shit. Like, come on. Anyway, number 35, Carrie. Sure. Number 36, the 2017 Baywatch movie. But of course.
Wait, the tag here is delusional, right?
Correct. These are movies tagged delusional.
What?
I feel pretty delusional right now.
What else do we got here? 52, Exodus, Gods and Kings.
What?
Here we go. 55, Shallow Hal, Jack Black movie, real classic. Watched it for the first time earlier this year. Deeply offensive. Number 59, Pie, Austin's favorite movie.
That's a real pick. That's a good movie, too.
Number 62, Swiss Army Man. I disagree, that shit happened. Speaking of what Austin just said about it being the most Reddit answer, number 65, The Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh, it chose a different Jesus movie.
Yeah, number 72, A Streetcar Named Desire. That's not what I remember that movie being about. Number 81, Half Baked.
Is American
That's just about
Psycho...
people that like getting high. Not on the list, by the way. American Psycho is not on the list.
The movies that kept coming up when I was looking up this question were like King of Comedy, American Psycho, Falling Down.
83, Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh, I should have said that one. Fuck.
84, Doug Walker's Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh, I should have said that one.
Number 85, Cody Suisso's Doug Walker's Pink Floyd, The Wall.
That's not out yet. Don't spoil that.
My bad. What else we got here? What the fuck is The Roommate?
The sequel to The Room.
Oh, my bad. The Room also on this list.
Nice.
What else do we got? What else do we got? Anything good? Lord of the Flies? Sure. They made a Bird Box sequel?
Would Gran Torino count?
Isn't that the one where Clint Eastwood goes, oh, racism against Koreans is bad? I understand now.
Spoken racism.
Doesn't he like turn to the camera and says the Korean War was justified, but you should still be nice to Korean people? Isn't that what he says?
It's an exact
word for word
line from Gran Torino. Jesus Christ.
Number 122, The Lawnmower Man.
Oh my God, you're still going?
No, that's kind of a good pick. I mean,
133, The Case for Christ. There are a lot of religious movies on here.
IMDb. That's classic.
And this isn't even like a list some guy made. These are just genuinely, there are a lot of religious movies on here. These are just movies to observe and report. What?
No, that's a good pick. Seth Rogen plays like an evil cop who's like.
I thought that was just a Paul
thinking.
Blart knockoff.
No, it's so fucked up. It is not what you expect. Yeah, go watch Observe and Report. It was like the worst thing to put on when I was like on a date as a 14-year-old. I was like, oh yeah, this will be fine to put on in the background while we make out. That was a big fucking mistake. Do not do that. Fucking still shocked by the content of that movie. What else?
Death Game. I don't know about Death Game. I don't know what. Transylvania 5000.
Do you have a pick though?
Reefer Madness, final answer.
Nice.
No, I don't know. A Beautiful Mind. I like A Beautiful Mind. I like that movie a lot.
It's good. I haven't seen it all the way through. I started watching it.
I watched it in college, or I'm sorry, not college, in high school in my AP Psych class. And the professor made us watch it because she said, and I quote, "This is a bad depiction of schizophrenia."
Schizophrenia gives you superpowers, kids.
Like her big thing was like, people don't usually have such strong visual hallucinations. At most, they just convince themselves that something is happening when it's not.
Nice.
Russell Crowe is good in that movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He was good around that time.
Enough of that. Let's go on to our main course. Sunset Boulevard. One of my all-time favorite movies. It's an absolute masterpiece. Like I said, I just got the 4K 75th anniversary edition with over 2.5 hours of bonus features. That should be great. I wish I got this before today so I could have watched these fucking bonus features, but that's okay. It does not matter.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures. Used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
Let's get right into Sunset Boulevard, starting with our resident old movie guy, Cody Suisso. What did you think of Sunset Boulevard?
What do I think of Sunset Boulevard? Hold on, give me a minute.
Okay. He's composing his thoughts. He has a lot to say. Let him cook, fellas. Let him cook.
very dramatic, very beautiful looking.
Excellent.
Very pretty film. It's got a lot of good set design. Music's really good too.
Cody, are you currently watching Sunset Boulevard?
No, just the thought of it's leaving me so entranced.
Cody, what's on your other monitor?
I only have one monitor.
Cody, what's on your monitor?
You guys and
Cody, turn your webcam around.
Listen, I know VLC media player's on, but that's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence. Cody, why'd you sign up for this episode if you haven't seen Sunset Boulevard?
Prepare.
Ooh, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm watching. I already watched it.
Name the iconic line from the ending.
Quite frankly, I don't give a damn.
No, you idiot. It's go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. When I saw Sunset Boulevard in theaters, they played the trailer for the Fathom event for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie twice.
Wait, that's awesome.
That fucking rocks.
Can you talk about
Cody,
that for like 20 minutes?
Cody.
Yo, what's up?
You haven't seen Sunset Boulevard, have you?
That's not true. I'm watching it, man.
On it.
He's watching it right now.
Come back to me.
Austin, what did you think of Sunset Boulevard?
I want to play a little Uno reverse card here and lead into my thoughts with a specific question. You ever wish you could go back in time and watch a movie with its period specific audience? Think of seeing The Exorcist with 1970s Catholics, or seeing 2001: A Space Odyssey with people all hopped up on needlepoint LSD.
I have always wanted to. Sorry, hold on.
No, I want to hear your answer.
No, keep going. I need to look up the name of mine.
Understood. Cody, do you have a movie that you wish you could go back and see with the audience of the day?
Probably the first Godzilla.
That's a good pick.
Granted, I'd stick out like a sore thumb in that theater, but watching everyone freak out would be very funny.
Tanner's doing research for this leading into my thoughts question.
Wow, imagine trying to do your stuff in the middle of a podcast.
God damn it, I need to what's this fucking movie called? I wish I could have saw Deep Throat with the original audience.
Tanner wants to be hanging out with a bunch of people in bell bottoms in the stickiest theater in Manhattan.
Just a big Linda Lovelace fan.
You were looking up, so you had to go do research for.
I couldn't remember the name of the fucking movie. I was like, fuck, what's that porno? They put a pussy in her throat was the premise of the movie.
Behind the
I don't think I
door.
could say that. Can I say that? Isn't that the premise of Deep Throat, that
Yes.
she has the G-spots in her throat?
Jesus God.
That's what I would say if the G-spot was in my throat. Every time I try to eat a corn on the cob, I go, ah!
My
voice goes up an octave.
It's not like I'm about to say Swiss Family Robinson or some shit. My answer
I'm
is
so sorry, Austin.
No, it's fine. Dude, mine would be I want to go back to 1966 and see Ingmar Bergman's Persona. I imagine the opening of that movie is the film equivalent of the Trinity nuclear test. And that's not exactly a family movie, you know?
It's being played in the same theater as Deep Throat. It's the same theater.
People are watching Adam West's Batman at the same time. Ingmar Bergman was like, all right, our movie has started. Let's put a freeze frame of a penis up for exactly 3 frames. Absolute
Got
madman.
him.
But I also got to acknowledge, seeing Sunset Boulevard in the Hollywood of 1950s, that must have been something special, you know? It's not really often that, from this early in motion picture history, you see films with meta elements that are this crushing. Gloria Swanson, get this, was 9 years from her last comeback attempt, which itself was 7 years from her last failed attempt to establish a career in talkies. Her butler is played by Eric von Stroheim, whose career had imploded 18 years earlier because of this movie called Queen Kelly, which was a legendary box office bomb. that starred Gloria Swanson. And in Sunset Boulevard, there was a scene where these two people watch a projection of Queen Kelly in a dilapidated mansion, pining for the glory days of silent films when they used to be somebody. They got Buster Keaton, the guy who took an entire house to the face in Steamboat Bill Jr., sitting quietly playing low-stakes bridge while he gets fucking compared to a wax statue by the narration.
He's still mugging for the camera, though. I just want to point that out. The second that Buster Keaton is on screen, he's just like...
He's aura farming.
Like, he's making a little face. He's like aura farming. He's like making a face like... You
50s aura farming. He was ahead of the curve.
He's like, I'm Buster fucking Keaton, bitch. You know who I am.
Yeah.
Even this movie's star, William Holden, he'd gone 11 painful years, typecast as like the kind of boy next door, kind of shittier acting roles, and he had been trying to live up to his success in this movie called Golden Boy. But the thing that like really amazes me is Cecil B. DeMille, at the peak of his career. Cecil B. DeMille, who was about to release, I shit you not, the highest grossing movie of this same year with Samson and Delilah. This guy fucking agreed to play himself in a movie where he literally drags the spotlight away from an aging starlet who he had started working with when she was 19 in real life. He lets her believe that like a comeback is on the horizon, and it's because he doesn't have the heart to tell her that Paramount just wants to rent her car. Funny enough, as compensation for being in the movie, DeMille was paid 10 grand and a new Cadillac. There's like something there, something going on. Only Billy fucking Wilder, the guy who dropped Double Indemnity and The Lost Weekend back to back, a guy whose mother and grandmother were killed in the Holocaust, who had to work as a gigolo at the Hotel Eden in the 20s just to survive, could make a movie this cynical about American society and the Hollywood machine it built. Mind you, there were like predecessors to this. This is not the first movie to like take a shot at Tinseltown. You got stuff like What Price Hollywood by George Cukor. You got Sullivan's Travels by Preston Sturges. However, in those movies, there's like a degree of hope in the end, and or the industry itself is not held accountable for specifically ruining people's lives. Before 1950, like that sort of thing was mostly reserved for books. Stuff like Day of the Locust has that, or F. Scott Fitzgerald, like The Last Tycoon is a book like that. So many unlikely things had to happen to allow this fucking Polish former journalist and his screenwriter buddy from Saratoga Springs to get away with this and be like largely celebrated for it. This film made a whopping $2.3 million at the box office, which is a lot when you consider that if it had made $3 million, it would have been the 10th highest grossing movie of the year. This sounds like I'm doing a bit, but I am not doing a bit. This was back when movie tickets were like 50 cents. Now, this film, though, it did get a variation of like the Citizen Kane treatment when the Oscars came around. Sunset was nominated for 11 Academy Awards, and even today, only 8 other movies have done that. But it was only allowed to walk away with Best Score, Art Direction, and Best Screenplay. Billy Wilder might have seen that coming, though. There is this famous story about an early screening where Louis B. Mayer saw the movie and he stormed out and was yelling at the guy. He was saying, "You have disgraced the industry that made and fed you. You should be tarred and feathered," and ran out of Hollywood. But the actual famous part of the story is Billy Wilder's comeback. It was 3 words. He said, "Go fuck yourself." And almost any way you size it up, this is a really incredible film. It's like the death rattle of Hollywood's first ever crop of legends. It's an essential influence on every film noir that followed. It is a near perfect screenplay about the heartbreak that happens when the whole world loves you and then forgets you exist. And for some fucking reason, it's not a 10 out of 10 for me. But that's just because it doesn't have RoboCop. He wasn't invented yet. They did not invent 10 out of 10 movies until 1987. So I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10. Nothing's wrong with Sunset Boulevard. There's just something wrong with me. Back to you, Tanner.
I do want to point out that, as Austin was pointing out, this thing didn't get shit at the Oscars. It won screenplay, deservedly so. Art direction and score. which that art direction award was specifically for black and white movies, as this was when the Academy had separate categories for black and white and color pictures. Gloria Swanson did not fucking win. She was nominated. She did not win. You know who else was nominated that year? Both of the leads in All About Eve. So that's Bette Davis and Ann Baxter. Eleanor Parker for Caged, which is this, it's not super well known now, but it's this women's prison movie that's really good. You know who won? Judy Holliday for Born Yesterday. Who the fuck cares? I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I haven't seen it. Who the fuck has nowadays, though? Funnily enough, William Holden also in that movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
William
fun.
Holden is the male lead of that movie, actually.
I mean, who's even seen All About Eve? That's what won Best Picture.
Okay, a
Sunset
lot of
Boulevard.
people have seen All About Eve, though. A lot of people have seen All About Eve.
Old people?
There are people I went to college with that talked about all of, it's a Bette Davis movie. Bette Davis has like a hit song about her. Bette Davis eyes.
Oh no, what the fuck is that artist's name? Kim Carnes? I think the singer's name is Kim Carnes.
It's JoJo Siwa, actually. That's the
Fuck
artist
off.
of that song.
Jesus.
Did you see her cover?
I do not want to hear a JoJo Siwa cover of Bette Davis eyes.
It's
Fucking
horrible.
kill me.
Listen, no offense to that young lady. I'm sure she's a very lovely person, but her vocal fry is so bad. And I'm a guy that listens to pop punk. I usually don't mind. Vocal fry, but her vocal fry does not fit the song. Makes your voice sound squeaky. It is Kim Carnes, by the way. Kim Carnes is the original artist.
Hell yeah!
It's a great song. Bette Davis Eyes is a great song. Cody, what are your thoughts on Sunset Boulevard?
Hold on.
Okay. Still composing yourself, I see, for this movie you've seen before?
Yeah, I'm just.
Can you give me a time code? Just a random time code. Just the first time that comes to your head. No
Like,
relation to anything.
Just a
I'm thinking
screaming-
about that scene specifically at 1 hour 42 minutes and 34 seconds in the movie. It's like, ooh.
Are you watching it in ×3 speed now? What the fuck's going on?
Oh shit!
I think I know what part he just saw.
Oh shit! He's dead! Oh shit!
We just got a genuine reaction to watching the lead character die.
This rocks.
Oh fuck!
Are you watching it at ×3 speed now? You got there really fast.
No, I'm watching it ×2. I could understand it at ×3.
He has
I
some
do love that
respect for the
Cody is
film.
actively watching this movie. I mean, that he's seen before.
Yeah, it's just like I'm trying to like remember it. It's just when I remember movies, it's at ×2
What do you
speed.
think of Gloria Swanson's performance?
Ooh, stellar. Couldn't even put it
Name
into words.
one line. Name one line, she says.
It'd be hard to do it at 2 times speed, so I don't think I can.
There's a very famous line in this movie.
I don't think I can replicate it at 2 times speed. It's a little hard for my.
My point of harping on the best actress in a lead role that year, and how Bette Davis lost, Ann Baxter lost, Eleanor Parker lost, and Gloria Swanson lost all to Judy Holliday for Born Yesterday. Fun fact: Judy Holliday, not at the ceremony, she was at a party in New York. Gloria Swanson was also at that party in New York.
Damn.
My point of bringing this up, that to me, it is fucking insane. It is fucking insane that Gloria Swanson not only didn't win an Oscar for this, but never won an Oscar in her entire career.
Whoa.
Because to me, the performance she gives in Sunset Boulevard is like a top 5, maybe even top 3 performance in the history of cinema. And I know that sounds hyperbolic, but like it really is that good. Because her character, you should hate her character. Honestly, you should hate her character. Her character's out of touch. Her character's mean. Her character's selfish. Her character's manipulative. Her character literally does that thing where she threatens to kill herself and actually self-harms herself when she doesn't get what she wants. But Gloria Swanson, she puts this humanity, this warmth into the character that even at the very end, when she has, as Cody just discovered, killed our very decently likable lead character, we still feel bad for her. We still feel bad for her. Because you know what? A lot of people have done a lot of work to feed into her delusions. That's what I think about how much Eric Von Strom... By the way, it's so goddamn funny when the butler's like, hey, I was her first husband. I remember when I watched the movie for the first time and that reveals, like, I'm like, damn, man. Cucking king right here.
Yeah. Louis C.K. doesn't have shit on this guy.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
It's a good reveal. You don't see
it's
it
a great reveal. I'm harping on Gloria Swanson's performance in this movie because it is the star of the show, obviously. Sunset Boulevard isn't Sunset Boulevard if Gloria Swanson doesn't, with those crazy eyes, stare into the camera and go, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Mm-hmm. I am big.
It's
the pictures that got small.
That too. I stayed big. It's the pictures that got small. Such perfect delivery on both of those lines, by the way. Mm-hmm. She is brilliant. She is truly, truly brilliant. The rest of the cast is also great. This is a rare example of a movie that got nominated in all 4 acting categories, by the way. William Holden was nominated for lead actor. Eric von Stroheim was nominated for supporting actor. Gloria Swanson was obviously nominated for lead actress, and Nancy Olsen was nominated for supporting actress, which good thing too. She is also really great in the movie. She's like the love interest, kinda. Yeah, this is also like her second movie. Fun fact, she is also, as far as I can tell, the only principal cast member of Sunset Boulevard that's still alive today.
Yeah.
Her most recent movie was Robin Williams' Flubber.
What?
Well, because she was in the original Flubber in the 60s. So she made a cameo appearance.
What a legend.
She mostly retired from acting in the 80s. All of these performances are brilliant. Billy Wilder is truly just one of the best to ever do it, right? Like, just one of the best ever to do it. I mean, if you make Sunset Boulevard, and there's a legitimate argument that Sunset Boulevard... Hold on, I'm just double checking his filmography here.
He did Some Like It Hot, right?
That's one of his movies. If you made Sunset Boulevard, and there's a legitimate argument that you have like 3 movies in your filmography better than it, that's crazy. And now Sunset Boulevard is my favorite Wilder movie, but if someone told me they liked Double Indemnity more, I couldn't argue with them. If someone told me they like Some Like It Hot more, I wouldn't argue with them. If someone told me they liked The Apartment more, I really wouldn't argue for them. And also, I almost forgot, Witness for the Prosecution, also really well-remembered movie. Wilder was simply one of the best to ever do it, and his direction here is just off the charts great. There are some cool stuff going on with the camera here. You know, you watch old movies, and even the well-directed old movies, like even Citizen Kane almost looks boring compared to how kinetic movies are now. I said almost. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it almost does. But there are some shots in here that are just really dynamic and spectacular. Some really amazing blocking. What really stood out to me on my most recent watch, which I got to see it in theaters. Oh, what a joy that was, getting to see it in theaters the other week. That was awesome. Go Ninja, go, as it were. I loved that. It was so brilliant. When Eric von Stroheim's the butler character reveals that he was her first husband, it does this like quick dolly push with this like lightning strike thing almost. It was really striking to me how Wilder directs that moment. And there are a lot of stuff like that, like how he directs all the scenes with DeMille are really interestingly directed. I like the way he directs I don't know, man. This movie fucking rules, okay? I fucking love Sunset Boulevard. It's one of the best written movies ever made and one of the best acted movies ever made. Just for those 2 things alone, it'd be an all-timer, but the fact that Billy Wilder is one of the best filmmakers to ever do it just brings it to a whole new level. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's Gloria Swanson's show, right? Like, this movie's nothing without her. And I'm hard-pressed. It hinged on her performance completely, and I wish I was around back then, like you were talking about earlier, so I could maybe better appreciate the meta aspects of it. I appreciate it as well as I can. Like, I recognize Buster Keaton. I know that Buster Keaton was like a star from yesteryear relative to this movie, but like, this movie's 75 years old. Most of the people that saw it in theaters when it came out, they're dead. Almost everyone that worked on this movie is dead. It's hard to appreciate the meta aspect, but I think it's a testament to how good of a movie it is that the meta stuff I still think holds up. And, you know, this is when Hollywood, listen, I know people hate it when Hollywood makes movies about Hollywood. I live for that shit. I fucking love it when Hollywood makes movies about Hollywood. Please be self-indulgent. It's funny. It's cool. And in cases like this, it's a pretty striking critique of the industry and how it chews people up and spits them out when they're done with them. Because you know what? Even though Gloria Swanson, even though, you know, Nancy kills Holden at the end of the movie, I never really felt like she's that guilty when I watch this movie. You know who I do think is guilty? The city that chewed her up and spit her out when it was done with her. Hollywood just guarded her like trash when she had given everything to the town. I think that's why this movie works, because Billy Wilder, even though that movie, like that studio exec said, this town made you. It makes people as well as it destroys people. And that's why Sunset Boulevard is brilliant. Cody, what are your thoughts on Sunset Boulevard?
Well, you know, because, you know, I've watched the movie, finished it, you know, a few days ago.
Of course.
Seconds ago. And I mean, like, I'd love to talk about, you know, I could talk about this movie for hours, but, you know, you guys kind of already, like, said everything that needs to be said about the movie. I would just be repeating.
Did you even glean anything from watching it at ×2 speed?
No, I mean, I got the general plot from the movie. But then again, you know, I've seen this movie before, of course, so, you know.
Of course.
Easy pickings.
You should watch it at normal speed sometime, Cody, though, for real.
Oh, yeah, you know, this is one of those movies that every time I put it in the DVD player, it always plays at ×2 speed. It's really weird.
Oh, yeah, you only know it at ×2. Hey, I'll let you borrow my 4K. Hopefully this one plays at
hopefully
normal
that
speed.
one works. I think my DVD's all messed up, but I think it's a
iconic poster, by the way.
That's a very good poster. It is kind of crazy that, like, a 50s movie is, like, doing critique on older Hollywood. Because, like, this movie's, like, old as shit now.
To us, this is old Hollywood.
Yeah.
This was still the golden age.
Yeah, it's just a weird perspective of just, like, showing, like the silent film era as, like, this distant age for them.
And it's barely a 50s movie, mind you. It came out in
right
1950. It was filmed in 40s.
Yeah, but even still, it's such a weird, like, perspective to be like, oh yeah, this old era over here, you know, sign of the times. And then,
you know, everyone knows the 40s didn't end until 9/11 happened.
True. Does that mean I'm part of the 40s then?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Crazy.
Sorry, you know, there's that classic thing where people say the 90s didn't end until 9/11. I like applying that to literally any decade. You know, the 1910s didn't end until 9/11 happened.
It's true.
It's true.
But yeah, the meta stuff is cool, right? And we'll get more into the meta stuff after a brief commercial break. Embryo, makes you think. I think male pregnancy is right around the corner. Welcome back to Bomb Squad Matinee. From that ad to another ad. See that shit right there? That's a movie palette. Takes the primary color, every frame of the movie, chops it up in these little slices, glues them all together, puts it on a palette like that for your enjoyment. That's the one for Punch Drunk Love. You can probably get one for Sunset Boulevard. I can't imagine it'd be that interesting to look at, but you can probably get it. You can get one for Sunset Boulevard. You can get one for your favorite movie, and if it's not already on there for a little extra money, you can get one custom made. Before you check out, finally, enter the code SQUAD15 to save 15% on your order. All right, back to the show. Cody, what do you think about Impreg? No, I'm kidding. We're not talking about Impreg.
Big fan.
Austin, you usually have fun trivia facts to throw at us.
Yeah, I have one. This is also, film censorship's been a thing of mine for like a long time. I'm weirdly drawn to it. So, this film's pretty fucking dark for 1950, right? Am I making that up? Is this not dark by 50 standards?
Oh, it is absolutely dark.
Okay. Like, if you're trying to be fucked up on purpose, and suddenly the only media that you're in league with is books, you something bold. Books have been and always will be the most fucked up media that's available to the public. I mean, when I heard Max say the word suicide in this, I had a fucking double take. I thought in, like, the 1950s you had to call it, like, unaliving or like, canceling your subscription or Life magazine.
I'm sorry, imagine watching a 50 movies and they go, you hear the fucking TikTok AI voice? Oh my god, unaliving myself slime tutorial.
But not in this. No, they just say suicide. And so the way they pulled this off was really cool. So you've got the production code censors run by the Breen office. And Billy Wilder decided he was only going to submit the Sunset Boulevard script a few pages at a time, rather than all in one big, book. This shit was a calculated act of deception that was meant to kind of hide the full extent of how dark this movie gets and how critical it was of Hollywood. Wilder also, he lied to Paramount too. When he was making this, he told the studio he was working on a harmless little fake movie called A Can of Beans. So like in the end, all the fucking studios and the censors could do was like they'd occasionally get their hands on a line and try to sanitize it, instead of like getting their hands on the whole dark fucking movie. And I wish more filmmakers had done that. Just like, oh yeah, you want to censor the movie? All right, here's 3 pages. There's a monkey in this one. And they're just like, I don't know what to do with this. It's a cool fucking trick, in my opinion. Contributed to the movie being the way it is.
Yeah, this is very dark. And I mean, this is post-Hays Code, isn't it?
No.
Very much.
Maybe it's pre-code. I'm sorry, Code's like late 50s, isn't it?
No, I think the code went into effect in like the mid-30s and then was in effect until
Hays Code's
the late
30s.
60s. I
Okay,
think
so this is in the middle of Hays Code.
Yeah. They were Hays coding the shit out of movies. Movies were getting very censored around this time. Like, this is like the era of like Elvis Beach movies.
That does explain. Watching the movie in the theater, I kind of sat there and went, it's kind of weird she doesn't make him sleep in the same bed as her. And then I went, oh, yeah, the censors.
That's a good observation.
That was a big thing. Couples weren't allowed to be in the same bed, I think at all, or they had to be married. I can't remember.
Yeah, people often bring up like a thing about I Love Lucy and that. Like, don't they have to sleep in separate beds in I Love Lucy?
Yeah, they do sleep in separate beds because it's a censor thing.
Yeah.
That's so
If you remember in WandaVision, sorry, I understand how fucking insane it is for me to bring up WandaVision on the Sunset Boulevard episode.
No, here,
But in WandaVision, the episode where they go from like the 50s, 60s to the 70s, that's depicted as their 2 separate beds, if you remember, all of a sudden combining into one bed.
Ooh.
Because they were allowed to do that then.
That's clever. I like that.
Tanner, do you know the little bit of trivia about how this is a movie that test audiences made better? The original opening?
No, wait, what'd they do?
Okay, so the original opening started off on the back of a coroner van, zooming down the street. It followed the lead dude's dead body to the real LA morgue. Like, they filmed in the actual morgue, where all the corpses, I shit you not, start talking to each other like, oh, how'd you get here? And fucking Joe Gillis is just like, well, you're not gonna believe this. How did I end up here? So the story goes, they had their first preview screening of Sunset Boulevard in Evanston, Illinois, intentionally 2,000 miles away from Hollywood, because they kind of knew that was going to be a thing. And when the test audiences saw the opening where, like, dead bodies are, like, fucking talking to each other, they started laughing and shit. And the prologue in the morgue was apparently, unintentionally funny. We have some of it that has survived, but none of the audio. And the executives at the early screening were like, oh, shit. This is not setting the right mood. This also sucked because it was really expensive to film. But what replaced it was the iconic opening that we have today. Incredibly dynamic for a film from the 50s. It feels like what Touch of Evil would go on to do 8 years later. And I really like the optical titles that are tilted in perspective to match the street. I'm happy that they had to swap openings, because I think the opening for Sunset Boulevard is really good. Very original opinion. Do you guys like the opening of Sunset Boulevard? Guy in the pool.
I mean, it's iconic for a reason. I think it's been parodied a bunch.
Mm-hmm. They had to keep that water chiller than 40 degrees Fahrenheit. They ran a lot of tests on how to get the optics to work, and apparently they had to keep that water pretty fucking cold for it to look clear like that. They also shot that scene through a mirror. They like pointed a camera down at a mirror because they tried filming underwater and they were like, "Oh, I can't breathe down here. This sucks." So they used a mirror to get that shot.
So Holden was experiencing shrinkage in that moment.
Jamie, if you zoom in on that pixel, fuck.
You can see the shrinkage. Cody, do you know what shrinkage is?
Yeah, of course.
Then explain to me what shrinkage is.
Go ahead.
You know, we'd be here all day. I don't think
We would be beating it all day. That's right.
You guys,
It's about penises. Go on. Everyone knows when the water's cold, your dick gets smaller. What are we talking about? Sunset Boulevard. I'm sorry, Austin. Go ahead.
Did you guys know the house in this movie was owned by J. Paul Getty's ex-wife, Jeanette DeMott Getty? Her condition for letting Paramount film there was they had to build her a pool, which worked out really good for the movie.
Ooh.
Also, this is the same mansion from Rebel Without a Cause. If either of you have seen that, the dilapidated mansion they fuck around in, like near the end of the movie, that's the Sunset Boulevard mansion. Ain't that something? Ain't that cool?
I did not know
Can I still
that.
go to the Sunset Boulevard mansion?
Yes, I think you can.
Can I swim in the pool?
Swim in the dead guy
I
pool.
want to recreate the scene in Pink Floyd's The Wall. It bleeds out all over the pool.
If that mansion still exists, I'm breaking into it when I visit LA at the end of the year. As
That
I
is
will
true.
not be getting permission, I will be breaking in.
Law, you can hold him accountable for this. This is a
It's
real
kind of
threat.
crazy. It's kind of crazy how William Holden at the beginning of the movie just like drives into a random garage and goes, "This should be fine." What are you talking about, bro? That's crazy.
That's the 50s.
Absolutely insane. But also, I kind of love how this movie starts with this guy being like, "Can't make my fucking car note." It's such like it feels like such a modern. It feels like such a modern thing. How do you make your main character relatable? Make him broke.
Oh yeah. $300 in 1950 is like $3,000. Imagine like driving around town with your like friends and associates trying to find $3,000 at the drop of a hat. That's a fucking cast right there.
$3,000 I feel like is the upper limit of what you could maybe reasonably scrounge together if you had a dozen people working really hard and calling in a bunch of favors. If I needed $300 nowadays, I could probably pull it off. I could probably ask someone for $300 and be like, "Yo, I got you. You know I do." Let's go to the inflation calculator. Let's do the exact calculation.
Tanner loves looking up inflation.
It's
Our favorite segment here on Bomb Squad.
Holy shit!
What do you mean by that?
If you guys want to see more, just
Inflation
search up.
means?
If you guys want to search up more about that, just search up Tanner inflation on Google.
I already made a bunch of Sonic inflation jokes on one of the episodes about Sonic.
I know.
Damn, $300 then is the same as $4,000 today.
Ooh!
Whoa, it's worse than I thought!
Yeah, I could not scrounge together $4,000 in a week. I could not pull that off.
$3,000, maybe. $4,000, nah.
No,
We're out.
legitimately, I could maybe see $3,000 if I asked enough people to borrow some money and I pulled in some favors and I sold some stuff. I could maybe scrounge together that much cash quickly. $4,000? No, I think I'd run out of favors.
Tanner knows exactly how
You'd
much
run out of stuff.
those Funko Pops are worth. Those Funko Pops behind you.
I'm not
They're out.
lying. Part of my calculation was how much can I get for this shit?
They're out of the box. They are worth 2 cents.
No, some of them are still valuable out of the box. I just don't have those ones.
Wait. Is
No.
there a Norman Desmond Funko Pop? Now
I'm
that's a
Googling
cursed
Norma
object.
Desmond Funko Pop. I'm Googling Sunset Boulevard Funko Pop. They have Twin Peaks ones. They'd be about as respectful.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
Motherfucker, it exists.
Yes!
No way!
We did it! Capitalism!
Tim, I need you to
Okay,
put that
hold on,
on the
it might be
screen.
fan
I know you
made.
don't edit, but like... Oh, never mind. Don't put it on the screen. I don't respect the fans.
Jamie, pull that shit up. I'll put it in the Facebook group chat.
I got another dumb trivia while you're putting that in the group chat. So there was this gossip columnist. There was this
Gossip girl?
columnist. I haven't been able to say that. There was this guy who wrote gossip for the fucking magazines and shit at the time. His name was Sidney Skolsky, right? He's actually the guy who coined the term Oscar, or like brought it into popularity for the Academy Awards, right? He was the guy who invented calling it the Oscars. He was a well-known dude around Hollywood at the time, and for decades, he wrote under the byline, "From a stool at Schwab's," the drugstore that appears prominently in this film. They filmed a scene with him in Schwab's drugstore, but didn't make the final cut, and he took this really poorly and wrote a uniquely bad review of this film. He said it was an old face with new wrinkles. He said comebacks are for rubber balls, not for stars. And he suggested this film was written by someone who hates the movies. This dude got the fucking Rex Reed treatment from Myra Breckenridge, okay? That's what you get when somebody from that, like, fucking production fucked over is allowed to publish a review. You get stone cold hater shit. It's very funny to read.
That's kind of baller.
Yeah. Just Adrian Brody writing a review for that one Terrence Malick film.
You gotta know that apparently in Billy... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Shit sucked heavily. What were you gonna say?
In Billy Wilder's final years, Cameron Crowe, Jerry Maguire, was shadowing him. And apparently Billy Wilder's days, most of the time in the office, would consist of people calling him saying, "Can I remake Sunset Boulevard?" And him telling the person on the other line, "I do not own the rights," and hanging up.
When you think he's gonna zig, he zags. That rocks.
I don't own it. I can't approve it if I wanted to. Which is funny because there is a Sunset Boulevard remake in the works. Did you guys know this?
What? What?
Why?
Starring Glenn Close.
But no. That was a play, or that was a musical.
No, shut up. I'm building up to that.
Oh,
because
Glenn Close.
It's not a remake of Sunset Boulevard. It's an adaptation of the musical on Broadway. That in of itself was basically people like to act like, turning old movies into plays is a modern problem. This has existed for a long time. The Sunset Boulevard musical has existed since fucking no, I think it's not older than that.
The 80s.
Hold on. Sunset Boulevard musical originated in 1991.
Yes! I am God!
We had a revival of it as recently as a couple years ago. It won 3 Tonys. The revival, the most recent revival, won 3 Tonys. So Sunset Boulevard is pretty fresh in the public's mind. I'd be down for a Sunset Boulevard musical. I think it lends itself to one. Musicals kind of feel inherently meta.
Yeah, Good Morning America, I think one of, like, those shitty news shows that, like, our moms watch in the kitchen, they had, like, a segment where they got with the lady who was the star of the most recent Sunset Boulevard revival.
Nicole how do you say her name?
They bring her around.
Scherzinger?
They like bring her around the set while everybody's packing shit up and they're like taking the marquee down. It's very Sunset Boulevard. They're like, "Hey, you did a play here. Look, it's all going away." And she's like, "Yeah, sure, that rocks."
I should clarify. Nicole Scherzinger, you might know her better as a member of the Pussycat Dolls.
It's true.
Honestly, I feel like making it someone who was a member of the Pussycat Dolls feels very fitting. Who the fuck cares about the Pussycat Dolls anymore? No offense, but who gives a shit?
You're gonna get one real mean comment on this one.
No, we won't. Nobody cares about the Pussycat Doll. It's from Cody. He's talking about himself. Cody is the Pussycat Doll.
No, it'll be on my alt. How fucking dare you?
Your alt that's named Sodi Quiso. Sorry, Sodi Quifo.
Soda queso.
You thought that was real funny, didn't you?
I thought that was hilarious. What are you talking about? It was fucking hilarious. Queefing is funny.
Speaking of...
Sunset Boulevard, everybody.
Speaking of queefs, have you guys heard the Nancy
Awesome!
story
Great
about the night
transition!
They filmed the balcony kiss.
They filmed the she was queefing? She was queefing when they filmed the balcony kiss?
1,000%. So
Is this real? Is this real?
The night they filmed the balcony kiss, right? There's a dinner party happening on the patio below the balcony, right? And William Holden's fucking wife, Brenda Marshall, she shows up for just this particular day of shooting, right? Meanwhile on set, They nailed the kiss in the first take. Like, one and done. They got it in the can. But then Billy Wilder comes up, and he's like, let's get another. But on this take, it's gonna be different. We're gonna do a really long dissolve. So don't stop kissing Nancy until I say cut. Anyway, so they start kissing, and they keep kissing, and Billy Wilder never yells cut. He thinks this shit is so funny, and they're making out while a whole dinner party is watching from below. Then, after like 90 fucking seconds of them just making out, a lady yells, cut, damn it, cut! And that woman was Albert Einstein. That woman was William Holden's wife. Apparently the cast and crew just thought this was the funniest shit ever. Also, in the interviews I've seen, Nancy Olsen, the older she gets, the hornier the story gets. Somebody make a compilation about that. I promise it's real, though. But yeah, I thought that was, it showed that Billy Wilder is, in fact, a Polish man. Because that is some shit a Polish guy would think is very
he is Polish in the sense he'd be polishing his knob. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying?
I made my stars.
This is a very well-respected movie. This is a well-respected movie. And I'm talking about polishing my knob and queefing. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, bro. We're bringing it to another level. We're bringing it to the kids, you know?
Can I queef my knob?
No, we're not. No!
No. The modern vernacular, dude. Gen Z.
The movie
about
Kids.
This shit.
Rosario Dawson.
The Harmony Korine movie Kids. Some double feature.
No, but I seen the porno with Sean Doobie in.
Jesus Christ.
The Eminem lyric. It's an Eminem lyric.
We gotta wrap this up. We're going.
No, we don't.
What?
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Did you just quit? What was that?
What? What? What?
He's making Scooby-Doo noises.
Roll, Reggie. Run, Red Boulevard.
Man, that's the
What
Lord.
is
Robert is gonna win.
Then I showed up.
William Holden. Roll, Reggie.
He's got that dog in him.
Reggie, I was Robert's first wife. I mean husband. Scooby-Doo is the butler. Scooby-Doo is the butler.
Oh no.
Reggie.
It wasn't even invented yet.
Scooby-Doo the butler. Shaggy plays the William Holden character. Norma Desmond is played by Daphne.
Are you saying Shaggy gets shot?
Yeah.
Damn right, brother.
Like, I've been shot.
Zoink, Scoob!
Zoinks!
Scoob! It's like I'm in Nom, Scoob!
Oh god.
Shaggy, Norvale Shaggy Rogers was in the 101st Platoon in Vietnam.
Oh,
What movie are we talking about?
we've lost the plot.
Should we wrap it up? Have we lost it completely? Cody, what do you think of Sunset Boulevard?
My final thoughts on Sunset Boulevard is that it's a good movie. And I definitely didn't watch it while this podcast was going on. I watched it before,
That's true.
and I'll watch it again. Hopefully my DVD player plays at a normal speed this time. Don't do your homework 5 minutes before it's due, guys. That's
Next
my
time.
lesson.
Cody didn't even know he was going to be. Cody thought we were doing the commentary track we were recording after this and joined the channel and went, oh, yeah, I'll do the podcast.
Tanner said it'd be really
Reggie.
funny.
No,
And my
Austin
God, it
said
is.
that. Austin, what are your final thoughts?
Okay, put on the black and white music. If you listen closely, the boulevard still whispers with voices from vanished marquees. Hollywood promises you stardom in one hand while it's packing your bags with another. You might make it out alive so long as you remember the limelight is leased and the rent is due every morning. This had the makings of a perfect movie, if only it had RoboCop.
I love that it's Robo. Robo Reggie, it's Robo Rop.
What? They're gonna find her stuff.
Reggie, it's Robo Rop.
Fuck.
Reggie, he shot me in the Rick. Reggie, he shot that guy in the Rick. so cool when RoboCop shoots that guy in the dick, though. My final thoughts on Sunset Boulevard. It's a wonderful movie that is filled with incredible performances, especially one performance in particular that's especially incredible. It's brilliantly directed. It kind of has this wonderful metatextual element to it that really kind of like, drives the movie. The movie's almost about something more than itself with Sunset Boulevard. Except I'm talking about Sunset Boulevard. I'm talking about the other thing in this package, which is EFIS, baby! We're
God damn it!
EFIS posted us back on the menu!
Can't believe it.
Refus!
He brought it home!
Sunset Boulevard is fucking great. I think it deserved a better episode than we just gave it. This was a giant shit post.
For the fools who got this far, sorry.
Someone watched the In the Mood for Love episode last week, which was mostly serious and very delicate, and they're gonna come into this episode and it's just be going, Reggie, Robo-Rop! Reggie, help! Reggie, they're taking me to Vietnam again, Reggie! Reggie, I don't want to go to Vietnam!
So much studying.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Austin, you didn't deserve this.
I listened to the commentary,
I did.
I watched all the bonus features.
Austin, if it was just us two, this probably would have been better. I'm so sorry.
That's my dumbass join.
We had fun, though. This is the platonic ideal of a Bomb Squad episode where there are some serious things being said, and then it's Shaggy and Scooby-Doo encounter RoboCop in Vietnam. Reggie, it's apocalypse now! Thank you so much for watching this episode of Bomb Squad Matinee. If you are listening on any of the audio platforms around, we really appreciate it. But you go down below and leave us a review. It helps boost us in the algorithm or something. I don't know. I just fucking work here. If you are listening, how about you mosey on down over to our Patreon? $5 tier gets you access to commentary tracks. We're about to record one for the greatest movie in the world right now, World of the War. God damn it.
There we
War
are.
of the Worlds 2025, Ice Cube starring. And then Cody doesn't know this yet. We're going to watch Are We Done Yet afterwards, which is the sequel to Are We There Yet, also starring Ice Cube. We're not doing that. That's a lie. And the $10 tier gets you access to a shout out. My mom, Tiny Craft. I'm sorry you're watching this, but thank you so much. We really appreciate it. This isn't my top 10 favorite movies ever, guys. Sunset Boulevard is top 10 all time for me. And this is what I fucking did to it. I'm a monster.
It's the episode it deserves, not what it needs.
Go to bombsquadproductions.shop where we're going to release the Rutro Reggie I'm in Vietnam shirt any day now. We're not releasing that. We'd get copyright struck.
But we would be sued. And it's still good.
Cody's wearing it. And Cody also has a tattoo of that logo under his shirt.
That's true, guys. Look at this.
Oh my God. Roro!
No, it's too
Buy
low.
some merch. Stop showing your dick off. RoboCop, shoot that guy's dick. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so very much for watching. We really appreciate it. How about you go down to the comment section below and let me know. What do you think of Sunset Boulevard? Do you think Gloria Swanson has one of the best performances ever? Is William holding my dick? And finally, Reggie, what's your favorite RoboCop movie? My favorite RoboCop is 2014. Guy whose favorite RoboCop movie is RoboCop 3. Comment below and let me know. While you're down there, hit the like button so we know how much you like us. Hit the subscribe button so we know how much you love us. Hit the bell icon to know exactly when we upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Tune in next time when we talk about our first ever triple feature, where we talk about Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3. I'm probably going to forego a warm-up question for that one, I'll be honest. But it should be a lot of fun. We'll see you then. Bye.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Cody, you actually managed to watch the whole movie, kinda.
It literally ended like 5 minutes ago.
Cody, be honest, do you feel like you've actually watched it?
I mean, I feel like I genuinely did get a bit out of it, but like...
You can't appreciate it like that way when you're only half paying attention to it and it's at ×2 speed.
No, I was very much paying attention to it. I want you to know that the reason I stuttered off during my Truman Show part is because the screen flashed to fucking the Charlie Chaplin dance, and I was like completely like I had to stop
that
and
scene's so good. That's mesmerizing. When
I know
that's your little bit. It's so good.
That's why I immediately stopped talking because I saw that. I'm like, holy shit.
Hold on, where's this going? Let her cook.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, where this is going. I'm so glad we got your genuine reaction to her killing him. That's the best part of this episode. You genuinely going, whoa!